Hi, morning. Love me long time, 12. Oh, this is a good one. Still early in the morning here, very hot. Loads of cats around me annoying me. And the wife making noise, cleaning the kitchen. That's a good setting, eh? So we left it. Gary has just opened the door to his neighbour below him in his condo below, the TV superstar, who we've called Posh Woman. He's dressed like 007, like Bond. She's dressed like a Bond girl. Absolutely stunning, white, short dress. No sunglasses. And he's even more in awe of her. It's like lust. She's got some liqueur she's brought. Because she said I'll come up for cocktails. Thinking ahead, he wouldn't have any cocktails. He explained that he has now got a phone number from a bar down the road that will deliver, but she said, no problem, I can make them if you've got some ingredients. If not, we can get them. And he said, let's retire up to the deck. Now, because he's got the penthouse, she's got the normal condo. She just can't believe this is a beautiful condo, 2-story duplex. Get off my arse, Tigger, you little bugger. Oh, go away. Lies under my hammock, sticks claws in my arm. Duplex condo. He says, let's go up to the bar area. He's got a bar next to the pool, decking, jacuzzi, with a view. A view to kill. A view to a kill. Up they go. He lets her walk first. He takes the bag off her and she's got the bottles and she walks up and he's following. Come on, you could just picture it. He's following the Bond girl up the spiral staircase or whatever it is. Yeah, and she's like, wow, this is just spectacular. This is beautiful. And he says to her, your English is absolutely impeccable. She says, thank you. I've travelled quite a bit and I spent many years learning English, so it's good to speak English instead of Thai. He starts asking, you born in Thailand? Yes. And, do you work? Yeah, I do a bit of, I'm an actress and do bits of work. He said, okay, great, yeah, fantastic. So I noticed you got a lovely car as well with a Mercedes. I said, yeah, I really like that car, it's a nice car. Anyway, they got a little bar area, and she, what have you got? And he said, yeah, well, there's whiskies there. And I go, oh yeah, we can do that. And you've got glasses, I can make some cocktails. And he says, I don't mind cocktails. He says, I don't really drink them that often, but sometimes, they can get me a little bit tipsy. Do you mind if I start on a beer first? She said, no, that's fine. She said, I'll just make myself whatever it is, pina colada. So he grabs a beer. He feels more comfortable. Cocktail. And they just start chatting. They sit down next to the jacuzzi, next to the pool. It's just a gorgeous view. You can imagine looking out over the beach. And they just sit and talk and drink and have a great laugh. They really connect, He then says, oh, we'll have a cocktail. Makes a cocktail, she has another one. She starts making quite big cocktails. She's sort of knocking her back a bit. And the more they're drinking, they're both opening up, she starts asking him about himself. And it doesn't take long with a few drinks for him to say that he's bought a few condos here and he's got a business. He's got this straight away with PA. Started this business, just bought some condos, and he's here for a few months. And then it becomes apparent, she twigs that he's actually their landlord. And she's like, oh, right, that's where you've got this one. And it seems to unlock a door. When she realizes that he is got the money to back up having that penthouse, she starts asking a bit more about finance, and he opens up a little bit, so she twigs that he is loaded. And this is a TV actress that has been quite famous. To this day, is she famous? She's been in a lot of dramas that do repeats now. And she's sort of 34, I guess. Punching those cocktails back. He starts punching them back. And it doesn't take long for them to be tipsy. I'd say more so her. And like in the Bond movies, much to Gary's amazement, shock, she stands up, and short white dress, puts her hand behind her back, unzips her dress, and the dress falls off, and she is in, well, let's just say bra and pants. And she walks down into the jacuzzi, pressing the button as she's entering it. Now, I remember Gary telling me this story very well because he went into explicit detail of this. This one moment is going to stick in his memory forever. And he was very happy to tell me about all this. He was shocked. His mouth had dropped open. He saw this goddess, just the way in slow motion, like a Bond movie, that the white dress dropped off and she stepped into the jacuzzi. Now, I can't go into serious detail here, but let's say she asked him to join her. He obliged, and over the next hours, they drank a lot. One thing led to another, ended up in all over the condo and in the bedroom. And at 11 o'clock in the morning, they woke up together in his bed, hungover. It's just like a Bond movie. Just picture that scene where they've just had a night of passion. He wakes up in the morning, posh woman's there, he's hungover, the cocktails blew his mind, and she did. He sort of surfaces and he's staggering around, he's still partially drunk. And she pops her head and wakes up and says, sort of, good morning, darling, or something like that. And he's like, oh, wow. Anyway, he stumbles around, falls in the shower, eventually comes out, gets some clothes on, and he's just way hungover. And she's sort of starting to get up, and he's like, would you like some breakfast? Do you want some food? And she says, I'd love some, but I want some Thai food. He says, I can find a phone number, I can order some food in. Can you write down what you want and I'll do the rest? And she said, okay. Grabs a bit of scrappy paper and a pen and she writes it down. And he's like, I can't read it, it's Thai. And she went, oh, yeah. She goes, get the person on the phone if you can find a number and I'll tell them what I want. Okay, he's out. B answers, I've got a hangover. I want to order some Thai food for breakfast. And B straight away, why would you eat Thai food for breakfast? Ah, that lady's still there. Okay. I'll come back to you in a moment. Her voice changed. She's sort of not very happy. Comes back. Here's a number. Ring this number. And puts the phone down on him. He rings this number. Restaurant. Round the corner again. Gives it to posh woman. Blah, 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 blah. And then he says, do you do any favorite foods? Toast or what? Okay. And he eventually managed to get some sort of food off him. Phone down. And he's still drunk. Literally 20 minutes later, 25 minutes later, they're delivering food. Up they come, opens the lift door, 4 or 5 bags of food. No, these local restaurants, they know the takeaway business. 4 or 5 bags of food, and he's sorted. He carries it all up, pays them, carries it all up to the usual swimming pool area. There is a table and chairs up there. The posh woman comes up in a dressing gown. Another Bond picture there. And he's like, oh, I don't know what's what. She just piles through it, gets plate. She just sorts it. Makes it all look pretty. And they sit there. And she's got orange juice out. Piled it all in. There you go. They eat breakfast. Builder's just arrived. Tigger, you never come on camera. What are you after? And yeah, they have a breakfast. She's there in just a robe. He's sort of dressed. And it's another Bond picture. It really is. Both hungover. Tigger, say hello, then disappear quickly. Bye bye. More noise. Sam pinching Ian's car. No, it's not. It's Ian pinching his car. Huh. Eat breakfast. Annoying. Annoying. Go away. Must be 8 o'clock because suddenly there's motorbikes arriving, builders. I'm sorry. You love the background noises. In the UK it was the aeroplanes and helicopters. Here it's cockerels and cats and whatever. And they spoiled the mood. Noisy kids. So they get through the breakfast. They're both feeling hungover. Posh woman gets Gary's hand, takes him off back to bed. And a couple of hours later, they wake up again. It's about 1 in the afternoon. And Gary's like, oh my, he's never in his life experienced what's happened to him in the last 20 hours or whatever it's been. And they wake up again. Goes off and showers, gets dressed again. This time she gets up and he's still just looking at her thinking, wow, unbelievable. And she turns around to him and said, thank you so much for a wonderful night. It was really great. I'm going to head home now and try and get rid of this hangover. Maybe see you later. Maybe if you're around later and you're feeling okay, pop down to me. And he's like, sure, okay, cool. And off she goes. He's just, yeah, it's been like a dream. He recovers for a couple of hours and then he thinks, I better ring B. She sounded a bit cheesed off with me. Rings B. Hi. B's like, you had a nice night then? Bit sort of sarcastic. He said, look, he said, I went to PP Island with that girl and it was great and we had a lovely time. But when I got back to the condo, I met the woman who's renting the condo below, and she's some superstar off TV, and we got drunk. And one thing led to another, and it was one of those nights. And B's like, superstar? Now, Thai people, you say Thai superstar, they're immediately like awestruck. Superstar, Thai woman? She goes, who is it? Who is it? Oh, I don't know, he says, I don't know. I want to meet her, I want to see who it is, I want to see who it is. And he's like, whoa, he said, I'm still sort of hungover, and I'll arrange it, but not now, okay, not today, leave me alone. I'm gonna, just thought I'd catch up with you, make sure everything's all right. And she said, brilliant, okay, fabulous, Yeah, okay. I want to meet her. That was it. It was easy for her. Him, because she's now starstruck. She doesn't even know who it is. And in the back of his mind, he's now got Angela, B, A, and now Posh Woman. All in about 36, 48 hours. His looking for a wife, kids, is turning into an orgy, or an orgy in his brain. He's just, wow. $6:37, he's sort of recovered, he's hungry. I'm going to ask Posh Woman if she wants to have some food. I'm starving. Need some food. I'm going to go down. So he just like, he's casually dressed nice. He gets his wallet, door down, comes out of the lift, and then there's like a small entrance, and he presses the buzzer. She opens the door. She's looked through the keyhole of security. She's opened the door. She's got a dressing gown on with nothing else, and it's wide open, and she's hammered. And he's like, oh, I was going to ask if you wanted to go for food. She just grabbed his hand, pulled him in the condo. We'll leave it there. Let your imaginations run. What's going to happen now? Comments below. I gotta go. The place is turning into a madhouse. I'll see you later. Bye bye. Posh Woman. You want to give her a name? Give her a name if you want. Bye.